Welcome to my channel Math with Nazia. In this channel, you will find a lot of tips and tricks across all the topics in math. If you are new to this channel, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get a regular updates of all my videos. So today we are going to learn a very tricky question about trigonometry. I have already explained you the basics of trigonometry, how is it used in our day-to-day life in my previous video, and we have solved few questions also in my previous video. If you want to refer that, you can check on the description, the link is given there, or you can just simply click on the I button given above. Now let's see the question for today. In the following figure, AD perpendicular to BC, AC equals 26, CD equals 10, BC equals 42, angle DAC equals X, angle B equals Y. Find the value of cot X, 1 by sine square Y minus 1 by tan square Y. And the third one is 6 by cos X minus 5 cos Y plus 8 tan Y. Usually my students get confused in this type of question. So I thought I can make a video to explain them clearly. So now let's see, there is a triangle given to us ABC, right? And AD is perpendicular to BC. Clear? AD is perpendicular to BC. Now what else is given? AC equals 26. So here AC is 26. This is also given. CD, this small part. CD is 10. This is also given. BC, the whole part, the bigger part, BC is 42. This is also given. So if BC is 42, CD is 10, what is DB? Right, DB is 32. So we also know DB. And what else is given? DAC angle. This is angle X and this is angle Y. So these are our two reference angles. Right? So now let's start finding the sides which is missing. And then it is pretty easy for us to find the values. So now as you could see, we have ABD and ADC, two triangles are here, and since this AD is perpendicular to BC, we all know that this is 90 degree on both the sides. So we have a right angle triangle. So first let's take the triangle ACD. Okay, so now we are going to take the triangle ACD. So triangle ACD. So what do we need to find here is AD. We know what is AC, we know what is CD. So which theorem are we going to apply here? Right, we are going to apply the Pythagoras theorem. So what is Pythagoras theorem? The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. This is pretty easy to remember. So our hypotenuse is AC square, the side opposite to the 90 degrees are hypotenuse. So AC square equals CD square plus AD square. So here is the theorem written. Here is the Pythagoras theorem written. And now let's substitute the value. AC is 26. So it is 26 square equals CD is 10. 10 square we don't know. AD, that is to be found out. So we have written it here. Now what is 26 square? 26 square is 676. And this 10 square I'm bringing it to the other side. So whenever a plus goes to the other side of the equation, it becomes it becomes a minus. So it is minus 100 equals AD square. So clear till this? Now 676 minus 100 is 576. 576 equals AD square. So now we know what is AD square. So what is AD? AD is equal to square root of 576. So what is square root of 576? Right, AD is equal to 24. Now we have got the value of AD. So let's write it here, 24. So now since we have got the value of AD, what else is remaining now? We have to find for AB. So once we find it out for AB, we have all the sides given there, right? So now let's take the triangle ADB. So in triangle ADB, so again we are going to apply the Pythagoras theorem because it's a right angle triangle. So which is our hypotenuse? Right, AB is our hypotenuse. So AB square is equal to AD square plus DB square. And you know all the values. We don't know what is AB. So let's leave AB as such. And we know what is AD. AD is 24 square plus what is DB? 32 square. So we have a bigger numbers here. Right? So you know what is 24 square because we have already found out the square root. Square root of 576 was 24 square root, and the square numbers are vice versa. So 24 square is also 576. Plus what is 32 square? It is 1024. So now let's add up these two. 576 plus 1024, we get it as 1600. So AB square is equal to 1600. So what is AB? AB is square root of 1600. So now it's a pretty big number, right? So you need not find the square root using the long division method. It is pretty simple. Since there are two zeros, instead of two zeros, you will take out one zero outside. And 16 is also a square number. So root of 16 is 4. Pretty easy. So AB is 40. So we have got the value of AB. So now let's write here 40. So we have got all the values of the triangle. Now we have to find what is cot x, what is 1 by sine square y, 1 by tan square y, and 6 cos x minus 5 cos y plus 8 tan y. So let's find out that. Let me remove this so that we can start doing our questions. So now we know the values of the sides. So now let's start doing the question. So the first question is cot x. So cot x, what is cot x? What is the formula for cot x? Right, it is base by perpendicular. We have already learned this in our previous video. You can refer that. The link is given below in the description, or you can just simply click on the I button given above. So base by perpendicular. Here the reference angle is x. So as you could see, the reference angle x is here. This is our reference angle. So which is our base? Right, the side corresponding which is nearby to this reference angle is our base. So here our base is AD, and which is the perpendicular? The opposite side. The opposite side is our perpendicular, which is CD. So here the base is AD and the perpendicular side is CD. So what is the value of AD? What is the length of AD? Which is 24 by, and what is CD? 10. So the value of cot x, we have found it as 24 by 10. You can either leave this as such, or you can simplify this to 2.4. Both the answers are right. Now let's see the second question, that is the question B. What is asked? 1 by sine square minus 1 by tan square y. So first, for that, let's find out what is sine y. So sine y we are going to find out. Earlier it was the reference angle x. Now it is the reference angle y. So where is the angle y? Angle y is given here. So this is our reference angle. So what is the formula for sine y? Sine y is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So here what is the perpendicular? So the reference angle y, here our perpendicular side is AD. AD is perpendicular and our hypotenuse is AB. So you have to always see the reference angle. So our perpendicular is AD. AD by what is our hypotenuse? AB. So what is the value of AD? AD is 24. 24 by 40. So you can stop with this, or since you can still more reduce this into the lowest form, you can reduce this in the lowest form. You can divide the numerator and the denominator by 8. So you get it as 3 by 5. Isn't it easy? Now we have got the value of sine y. Now let's find the value of tan y. So tan y, we need to find what is tan y. What is the formula for tan y? Tan is perpendicular by base. The same thing, we are going to take reference angle y. Here our perpendicular is AD and our base is DB. So AD by DB. So what is AD? AD is 24 and our DB is 32. So 24 by 32, we can again make it into the simple form. So 24 and 32 are divisible in which table? Again, it is divisible by 8 table. So 24 divided by 8, which is 3, and 32 divided by 8, which is 4. So now we know the value of tan y is 3 by 4. So now what is the question given? 1 by sine square yn minus 1 by tan square y. So let's find that out. So the question is 1 by sine square y minus 1 by tan square y. Right? So what is sine? So what is the value of sine square y? Sine square y is 3 by 5. So it is 1 by 3 by 5 the whole square. We can square this. Minus 1 by tan square is 3 by 4. Tan is 3 by 4. So I will write it as 3 by 4 the whole square. Now let's square the denominator. So we would get it as 1 by 9 by 25 minus 1 by 9 by 16. So whenever we have the fraction in the denominator, we will reciprocate it. So when you reciprocate it, we get it as 25 by 9 minus 16 by 9. And now these are like fractions. We have the same denominator. So whenever we have the same denominator, we can directly subtract it. Whenever we have different denominators, those are unlike fractions, then we take LCM. So here no need to take LCM. So 25 minus 16, which is 9 again. So 9 by 9. So the answer is 1. So the answer for 1 by sine square y minus tan square y is 1. Now let's find out for the C question, which is 6 by cos x minus 5 by cos y plus 8 tan y. Now we need to find out the value of cos x. So let's find the value of cos x. So cos x is equal to, so what is the formula for cos? Base by hypotenuse, right? So here the reference angle is x. So the reference angle is x. The base is AD and our hypotenuse is AC. So what we will write here? AD by AC. So what is the value of AD? AD equals 24 and AC equals 26. So now we have found the value of cos x, which is 24 by 26. So this can be further reduced. We can divide these two by 2 table. So this can be further reduced to 12 by 13. Isn't it easy? So the next value we need to find is cos y. So what is cos y? Cos y equals the same thing, base by hypotenuse. So here the base is, here with reference angle to y, you can't write the same thing. Here the reference angle is y. When you see take the reference angle y, the base is BD. So it is BD by, and the hypotenuse is AB here. So BD by AB. So what is the value of BD? 32. 32 by 40. So 32 by 40 can be further reduced to 4 by 5. We are dividing it with 8 table. 32 divided by 8 is 4. 40 divided by 8 is 5. Easy. Now let's find the value of tan y. So tan y. What is tan y? You would know, right? Just now we did it. It is perpendicular by base. So since it is with reference angle y, which is our perpendicular, AD, and our base is DB. So AD by DB. So same thing we will get. So what is our AD? 24 by 32. So 24 by 32 can be further reduced. Both are divisible in 8 table, right? So this will be 3 by 4. Now we have got the value of tan. Tan y is 3 by 4. So now we have to find the value of all this thing. So I'm not going to write the question since we have very less space. So it is 6 by cos x. What is our cos x? 12 by 13. I will directly write the answers. Minus 5 by cos y. What is our cos y? 4 by 5. So cos y is 4 by 5. Plus 8 tan y is 3 by 4. So here is our values. We have just substituted the values here. Now let's find this out. How will you do it? Whenever we have a fractions in the denominator, we will reciprocate it. So 6 times 13 by 12. This we are using the KCF rule. Since there is a division, we will flip it around. Minus 5 times 5 by 4. Plus, this is as such, I will write 8 times 3 by 4. Now, let's cross out the same things. So here 6 and 2 would be crossed, 12 would be crossed out. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. Here there is nothing to cross out. There is no common things. And here 4 and 8. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So here all the crossing out is done. Now let's find out 13 by 2 minus 5 times 5 is 25. 25 by 4 plus 3 times 2 is 6. And there is no denominator. So I'm just putting it as 1. So now as you could see, there are different denominators here. So whenever we have different denominators, these fractions are called as unlike fractions. So whenever we have unlike fractions, we have to take an LCM. So here 2, 4 and 1. So the LCM would be 4. So here the LCM is 4. So whenever we have LCM 4, we will multiply this by 2 and this also by 2 to make it 4. So 13 times 2 is, right, 26. And 4 we need not multiply anything. It's already 4. So this minus 25 will remain as such. And since here it is 1, I will multiply by 4. Here also I'll multiply by 4. 6 times 4 is 24. So there is a plus sign here. So I'll put plus. Be careful with your signs. You have to put with the signs. Now 26 minus 25 plus 24. So this is our answer we have got. Now how will we solve it? 26 minus 25, what do we get? 1, right? It is plus 1. And then plus 1 plus 24, it will become 25. So our answer is 25 by 4. You can either leave this as such or convert this into mixed fraction. I hope you remember how to convert improper fraction to mixed fraction. If you have any doubt in this, you can refer my video. I'll put the link in the description, or you can just simply click on the I button above. So 25 by 4, we have to divide. 4 times 6 is 24. The remainder is 1 by 4. You have to use the QRD method. Please check on that video. You will have a detailed explanation of how to convert an improper fraction to a mixed fraction. So our final answer is 6 1 by 4. Isn't it easy? This question looks pretty hard. It's a pretty lengthy question, but it is very easy once you find out all the values of the sides. If you have any queries regarding these type of a question, comment down in the comment section. I hope this method was easy for you to understand. If you found this video interesting, click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon so that you get a regular updates of all my videos. And if you liked the video, do not forget to click on the like button. And there are more videos of trigonometry coming up, so do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you for watching till the end.